Howdy, folks. I'm Butch Hockersmith, and I'm a real... Whoop, hold on. Got a dog in the way. There we go. I'm Butch Hockersmith, and I'm a real American. Welcome to the Big Real American streaming program. In my constant efforts to save this country from its constant divisiveness, I've accumulated a whole bunch of entertainment that everybody can enjoy. So I hope you'll watch, hope you'll enjoy. We got poems, we got songs, spin the wheel, talk to the chat, find out what the dogs are doing. We got a lot of fun ahead of us. But first, you know me, I like to do my warm-ups before we get going. So indulge me, would you? One hen, two ducks. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five limerick oysters. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five limerick oysters, six pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers. One hen, two ducks, three squawking geese, four corpulent porpoises, five limerick oysters, six pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonian warriors in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, diabetic, sympathetic old men on roller skates with a marked propensity for procrastination and sloth. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. 11 benevolent elephants. I am a thistle sifter. I have 7 sieves of unsifted thistles and 7 sieves of sifted thistles. For I am a thistle sifter. I have 7 sieves of unsifted thistles and 7 sieves of sifted thistles. For I am a thistle sifter. Amidst the mists of fiercest frost, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts. Howdy! Welcome to the show, Tag You're It. I'm so glad you're here. I'm your #1 fan. I was just doing warm-ups. Thanks for checking in to let me know it sounds all right. Thanks for paying attention. I really appreciate you being here. Red leather, yellow leather, 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 red leather, yellow leather. All right. One more. Amidst the mists of fiercest frosts, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post and still insists he sees the ghost. All right, a couple of trills and we're good to go. All right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, I've got to. How you doing? How you doing, by the way? You all right? I don't think you've been here in the chat before. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. I'm available now that I'm all loosened up. Let's see. Your #1 fan. Oh, take that, Butch Fanatic. Butch Fanatic don't even watch no more. Yeah, she's a pretty big fan. Oh, I want to introduce you to a new friend of mine. Hold on now, let me get the close-up. I would like to introduce you. Now, you've met Crackers the Eagle. I want you to meet his sister, Cheesin. Come on over here and say hi, Cheesin. It's Cheesin the Eagle, everybody. Right over here, behind my shoulder. It's Cheesin the Eagle. Oh, hello. Oh, wait a minute, that's Crackers. Hey, Crackers.
My brother's gonna come in though.
All right, come on in then.
I thought he'll before he when you said Baha.
All is well. Hey, consequently, welcome to the program. We were just talking to Cheese and Crackers, our 2 eagles. We're getting them more involved in the show. And we got a new buddy, Tag You're It. She's awesome. She lives right here in Columbia. I met her in real life. How you been, consequently? Is your buddy Kylie? Now, for those of you just joining us, Kylie and consequently have been hanging out a lot in Connecticut. And in Connecticut, they don't let you stay if you're from Poland forever. So sometime in the past couple of weeks, or maybe even the past couple of days, Kylie has head home. I think. So is that what's going on, consequently? If you don't want to talk about it, I understand. Weird. Went back to Poland on Monday. How you holding up, darling? You all right? You okay, consequently? That must have been rough. Was there like a big tearful goodbye at the airport? That's the way I pictured it. Got home safe, though? He's back in no enough. You'll be all right. That's your spirit. Well, I tell you what, we've been having a lot of fun. Why don't we go ahead and spin the wheel, start the show, get everything moving. We'll chat in just a minute. I look forward to it. Bye, cheese and crackers. It was nice to see both of you. I hope you'll check back in with us a little bit later. And here we go. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, by the way, just for those of you who are paying attention to these things, I've completely revamped my stream. I've taken it down to a smaller concentration. I believe they're pixels. I got fewer pixels now, but I still think the story is still being told, so it should be less glitching on the computer. And I'm now directly plugged into the satellite dish, so I should be able to have no streaming problems either. This should, but you're not kidding. Those birds are nuts. But everything should look better than it ever has before. So let's take it for a test drive. What do you say? Oh no, mismatched audio and video. Oh, wait a minute, that's me. Hold on now. I forgot something. That's my fault. I got me. I was doing a stream earlier, and I use a filter sometimes. And when I use the filter, I have to turn the audio at 900 millimeters behind the video. Thanks for pointing that out. I got it all fixed now. You should be fine. Thanks for the heads up. I'm so glad my community is here. Oh, hey, check this out. I came up with a name for my community. Thank you very much. The name for my community is the Melting Pot. So far, it's consequently and tag you right in the melting pot. All right, let's go and read some wisdom. See how that looks? Oh, not bad. High contrast, but that's because we're in candlelight. Well, I'm going to pass on a little piece of wisdom from one of my favorite people, Dr. Alan Watts. He's one of my favorite philosophers, and he said quite a few very, very smart things. Here's one. We are living in a culture entirely hypnotized by the illusion of time, in which the so-called present moment is felt as nothing but an infinitesimal hairline between all powerfully causative past and an absorbingly important future. We have no present. Our consciousness is almost completely preoccupied with memory and expectation. We do not realize that here there never was, is, or will be any experience other than present experience. You got a point. We are therefore out of touch with reality. We confuse the world as talked about, described, and measured the world what actually is. We are sick with a fascination for the useful tools of names and numbers, of symbols, signs, conceptions, and ideas. That's by Alan Watts. And he's right. That's all life is. It's looking forward or looking back. Where's the moment? Where's the now? Every now and then I like to grab it. You can't hold it, but I like to grab it. I like to look at a moment and go, hey, in this moment I'm happy. Hey, in this moment I'm serene. Hey, in this moment I feel joy. I might not in the next moment, but I recognize that I did back then. And that sure helps you out. What you guys think? Sound wise to you? All right. Let's spin the wheel. It's the melting pot. That's right, you are. You are in the melting pot. You're killing it. Thanks so much for being here. What do we got? Song. All right, let's go sing us a song. Let's head over to the performance stage. The lights aren't working today. We're having technical difficulties. I'm just gonna, let's see. Yeah, I'll load one up. If you'll give me just a moment. I'm gonna do a song I've never done before. What do you think of that? First, I gotta find the lyrics. I don't remember as well as I used to. A lot of potholes up here, but I'm doing the best I can. Let's see, Streets of Laredo. That's a good one, but I've done it before. What else we got? Willie the Wandering Gypsy and Me. Done that one. Oh, all right, there we go. Let's do In the Jailhouse now. Check the camera. Looking good. All right, let's sing a song. I had a friend named Ramblin' Bob. He used to steal, gamble, and rob. He thought he was the smartest guy around. I found out last Sunday Bob got locked up Monday. They got him in the jailhouse way downtown. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Yaddy-yodelay, yodee. Yaddy-yodelay, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Bob liked to play his poker, a pinochle, whist, and euchre, but shooting dice was his favorite game. He got thrown in jail with nobody to go his bail. The judge done said that he refused to fine. He's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Well, I told him once or twice to stop playing cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Yaddy-yodelay, yodee. Yaddy-yodelay, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Hey! Well, I went out last Tuesday. I met a girl named Susie. I told her I was the swellest guy around. Well, she started to spend my money. She started to calling me honey. We took in every cabaret in town. We're in the jailhouse now. We're in the jailhouse now. Well, I told that judge right to his face, I don't like to see this place. We're in the jailhouse now. Yaddy-yodelay, yodoo. Yaddy-yodelay, yodelay, yodelay, yodelay. Ha! There you go, folks. How about that? Yodeling and everything. I've been practicing that when nobody's looking. It's not as easy to yodel as you like to. How you doing, Melting Pot? You all right out there? Let's check back in with the Melting Pot. I'm going to get in the habit of just saying that over and over again. It's fun. You still with me there, Tag? You're it? How about you, Consequently? You make it back? Butch Fanatic, you out there? DJ Shenanigans, you watching? Caligula, are you on Polish time but still enjoying the miracle of live streaming? Nope, just me. Let's spin the wheel. Another song? I'm taking executive privilege. Can't do two songs in a row. Besides, I'm still feeling good that the yodeling didn't break me. I love that. Shakespeare. Oh, you know how much I love doing Shakespeare. I'm going to find one of my favorite Shakespeare pieces. Now, it's going to take a minute because my computer is involved currently with live streaming this program. So I'm splitting the wire. You've heard that one. Sonnet 29, that's good. Now is the winter of our discontent, that's a good one. Oh, Hamlet, to be, not to be, that's classic. Oh, Aaron, that's too scary. That one's scary, don't like it. Dagger see before me. Let's do Friends, Romans, Countrymen. I've been working on this. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. This is a guy, he's burying Caesar. Little context. Caesar was a friend of his, but he stabbed him when nobody was looking. There's a bunch of guys that stabbed him. It don't matter. Anyway, this is after he got stabbed and he died. People thought he was ambitious. Okay, you're up to speed. Friends, Romans, no. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under the leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man. So they all are, all honorable men. Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus said he is ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff. Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was that ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment. Thou art fled to Brutus, beasts and men have lost their reason. Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. There you go, folks. That's from that's Julius Caesar. That's it. Yeah, too, Brute. You know what I'm talking about. I love streaming for educated people. Brutus was an honorable man, except that one time, you know what I'm saying? When he stabbed his friend in the back, along with a whole bunch of other people, so none of them would go to jail. That was a weird, spoiler alert. It's been 400 years. If you don't know by now, it ain't my fault. Let's go to the chat. There, we're back. How you doing? Oh, I'm so glad. Consequently, the problem was on my end. I had a delay on my voice because I was doing a stream the other day with the filter on. So thanks for the heads up. I'm glad you're back. Now I'm gonna ask. Now tag you right. You are what line of work are you in? If you don't mind telling the folks at home. That's right. And also, you know, I can't believe this. After all we've talked, consequently, I've never asked you. If you don't mind me asking, what line of work are you in? I sell fireworks and fireworks accessories, lighters, only American-made fireworks, little pricier, worth it, explode louder, and when that hurts your ears, it feels like patriotism. So American-made fireworks. What line of work are you in? Yeah, welcome to the party, pal. What's your job? That's correct. I was trying to figure out I guess I'll try to sound fancy. Yeah, what's your job? What do you do? How you get your paycheck there? If you don't mind me asking, I'm curious. If you don't want to talk about work, feel free to distract me somehow, you know what I mean? It won't be hard. Tag you, I'm pretty sure Tag you're it. She's a hero. Nurse, hey, that's perfect. Oh, there you go. Struggling with addiction and address stigma in the community, so I do outreach and recovery navigation. I'm a social worker, but not a clinical one. No wonder we get along so well. You're my people. Thank you so my life has been changed so many ways by so many different social workers in my childhood. I can tell you were a kind person. And a nurse. Tag your it is a nurse, also in charge of helping folks. This is my kind of community. I hope we can get a whole melting pot full of people who love people. Wow, that is absolutely lovely. I'm glad you have a chance to get your feet up after a day like that. That must be exhausting. Anything scary ever happen? I've come to your stream. It's hard for you to tell a whole story, I guess. That's nice. Nursing is a wonderful profession. You're absolutely right, consequently. It is honorable. And I believe, well, I'm telling tales out of school. That's not cool. Does anybody know why every time I put my hand up, my face gets darker? It's like there's only so much light to go around. I'm not casting a shadow. From now on, whenever I want you to forget something, I ate 3 gallons of ice cream in the last year. No, I didn't. It's pretty cool. Kylie's here! Kylie! I'm so excited. Oh, Kylie is here from Poland, all the way from Poland. That is the gentleman we were talking about before. Oh, you know what? Hold on now. I'm so excited. I was hoping you're going to show up. How about that? I'm glad you're here. Kylie, welcome home. How was your travel, my friend? You all right? Can you tell us about it? Was it hard to get back in the States? Have you gotten Omicron yet? Is Poland called the States? What do you call Poland? Is it just always Poland, or is it like the homeland, or El Polando? That feels stupid on several levels. How was your trip? It was tiring. I bet it was. How long was that flight? And so let me see. All right, so you were up in Connecticut, the homeland. Isn't that sweet? Big hands blocking out the light. That's probably what it is. I just like how it casts me in shadow immediately behind it. That's fun. So anytime I use a dark side power, right? So if I... I'll have a good time with it. 8 hours. Goodness gracious. I'm sad you're not in the U.S. anymore either. I really am. It made me so happy to hear about your adventures up there. But still, what a story. What a period of your life. That is, I think that couple of months, weeks, days, I don't know how time works in Poland, but that amount of time that you spent in the States with that special lady, I think that's something you're going to treasure your whole life. It's a beautiful thing. I hope you appreciate the moment. Hope you're grateful for the chance to be able to travel all the way across the world to be with somebody you care about. That's magic. Let's see. Including waiting and driving 16 hours or more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's rough. I did quite a bit of traveling myself. My longest day, I think, was 38 hours straight, and that was a snow day. I think I went down from the Caribbean up to Denver to Chicago to Texas, Texas to Atlanta, Atlanta to Columbia. Oh, look at this. I love you. Oh. I was talking about stupid crap and I got distracted from the important things. Oh, it's not going to get better than that. Let's spin the wheel. I hope something romantic up there. Poem. All right, let's go to the poetry corner. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the poetry corner. I'm going to find something that talks about love, because all of a sudden I'm feeling crazy romantic. Hope I got a love poem in here. I've been collecting, curating, if you will, fancy, my favorite poems and trying to get them together for you folks. It's romantic, but she's already dead in that one. Nope. No romance in that. No. Jabberwocky, fun, not romantic. Walrus and the Carpenter, maybe romantic low-key, but you'd have to really dig into the subtext. Ozymandias, just sad. The Raven, got nothing to do with love. Oh man, I feel terrible. There's gotta be a good love poem. Do you guys have a favorite love poem? You think I don't have a single love poem in my collection here. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna give you guys a little taste of something just so you got nothing. I'm going to give you Stomping by the Woods on the Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. And I'm going to make it a point to collect a couple of love poems, because that's just sad. It's sad. Sad. Here we go. Stomping by Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. You will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's some mistake. The only other sound's the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep. That's still appropriate, huh? We all got promises to keep, ain't that right, Callie? Miles to go before we sleep. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I'm not familiar with the work of Pablo Neruda. If you will give me a moment, I will look up Sonnet 17 by Pablo Neruda. What? What? What's the matter? What? Butch? What? No, I've never heard of Pablo. What? Because I never heard of Pablo? Is that what it is? What'd I do? I'm looking him up now. Oh my God. Pablo Neruda. I didn't know. Nobody told me. You know, he was a former senator in the Republic of Chile. Pretty impressive. And Sonnet 17. Now, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this justice, but I'll give it a try. Oh, lovely. Look at this. All right, cold reading just for you. I certainly would. To say I love you. Oh, isn't that the sweetest thing you ever saw? Thank you, Tag. You're it. I will read Pablo Neruda. I will have a collection of Pablo Neruda's next episode for sure. But right now, I'm going to do a cold reading. And this is just for you. Consequently, and Kylie Ghoul. Now I'll start again in case you clip it. This is just for you, consequently, and Kylie. This is Sonnet 17 by Pablo Neruda. I believe it's also called Diese Siete. Still by Pablo Neruda. I don't love you as if you were a rose of salt, topaz, or arrow of carnations that propagate fire. I love you as one loves certain obscure things, secretly, between the shadow and the soul. I love you as the plant that doesn't bloom, but carries the light of those flowers hidden within itself. And thanks to your love, the tight aroma that arose from the earth lives dimly in my body. I love you without knowing how, or when, or from where. I love you directly, without problems or pride. I love you like this because I don't know any other way to love, except in this form in which I am not, nor are you. So close that your hand upon your chest is mine, so close that your eyes close with my dreams. Well, that's just lovely. That's just lovely. Oh, I don't mind spicy. I said family friendly, but I'm flexible on it. If a whole 200 people show up wanting me cussing, nah, I'm still gonna do what I think's right. It's the American way. That was absolutely beautiful. That was lovely. I'm gonna have to check out the Spanish. Yeah, I'll check out Neruda for sure. Thank you so much for the heads up. Let's head on back to the chat. Now that's something I wanted to ask you. What froze there? Up, we're back. We're celebrating. This is all still for you, Kylie. Yeah, it's an exciting time. Spanish mostly to read Neruda in Spanish. When did you first discover Pablo Neruda? And do you have any others that you enjoy? Because I've literally run out of poems that I know that I've ever learned or memorized or remember that I've read. So now I've just walking strangers. What's your favorite poem? That's what I say to the ladies in the bar. I say, what's your favorite poem? I'll read it on the stream. And the ladies love it. They go crazy for that kind of enthusiasm. I don't know, as a teenager, that seems about right. Yeah, when you first start falling in love, that's around the time the poetry starts getting real good. I'll check it out. But try one in Spanish. All right. This is crazy. I'll try it. I'm going to do it in Spanish. 17, Spanish. Now, I studied a little Spanish. Soneta 17. Never done a Butch voice with the sonnet, but let's try it again. Here we go. No te amo como si fuera rosa de sal, topacio, o flecha, de claveles que propagan el fuego. Nope, I'm not doing it justice. Te amo como se llaman ciertas cosas obscuras. I can't give it any meaning because I don't know what the words mean off the top of my head. Simplemente, entre la sombra y el alma. Te amo como la planta que la fuerza y lleva dentro de sí, escondida, la luz de aquellas flores. Gracias y tu amor vive oscuro. En mi cuerpo he tratado aroma que ascendió de la tierra. Take some work, but I'll figure it out for you, 'cause it's you. It was fun. Oh, I used to work in Mexico quite a bit, so I would learn a little bit of Spanish. At high school, I took it in high school, took 4 years of it in my first 3 years of high school. Let's see. Estudio español en la escuela pública, no sé nada útil. There you go. That's how I break the ice with the Mexican cab drivers. Do you speak Spanish as well? You learned it mostly. How many languages do you speak? I think you told us before, but oh, God bless you. Muchas gracias. Let's see. It was Spanish, that's right. Can I whisper pictures on Twitch? Sure. Please do. I don't know. I've never, like, you want to send me a photograph or something? I'd be delighted if you did. Whisper pictures. Oh, pics of Kylie's birthday party. Oh, you got to send me that. Yeah, definitely send me a thing. Send me a whisper to a something. Or you can send me an email, or there's got to be a way people communicate with each other, right? I'm on Facebook. But I want to see the party. I want to see. I don't even know what you got to look like. I'm so excited. This is going to be fun. Let's spin the wheel. Looks like song, but I don't believe it. Man, this wheel loves song. Shakespeare again. Well, all right, one more, but this one's real. It says here, you can translate Old English and Old Icelandic. Wow, you strike me as the kind of person who understands elf language. Am I right or am I wrong? You tell me. Somebody's got to open that door. Wow. Old Icelandic. Old English. I had a couple of those, but I can barely speak it. Speaking of semi-old English, how about some Shakespeare? I'm going to do a real short piece because I did a longer piece earlier, and I felt like nobody enjoyed it but me. So, no, that's not it. No. 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 I thought I had a short one. There we go. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Playing the part of Yorick's skull will be this cup. Imagine, if you will, a dead guy's head, but like a long time ago. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. And how now abhorrent to my imagination he is. My gorge rises at it. Here hung those lips that I've kissed I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now, your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that would set the table on a roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning, quite chapfallen. Now get you to my lady's chamber and tell her, let her paint an inch thick, to this favor she must come. Make her laugh at that. Shouldn't drink out of the skull. I feel like I should have waited for it to stop being a skull before I took the sip. But still, that was fun. Let's check back in. Yorick. Alas, poor Yorick. That's right. Kylie's real name is Yorick. And his last name is delightful. He was more early modern English. See, I don't have the education. I'm just an enthusiast. Tell me more. Early modern English. All right. Early modern. I don't know how to check my whisper now, but I'll check it before the next stream for sure. I don't know how to do it now because I'm streaming. I'm sitting in my lazy boy chair in my laptop. It's not really a desk. You do that. You do that. Totally fine. All right. All right, melting pot. Anything on your mind? Let's spin the wheel. Can't send a picture on it anyway. All right. We will figure this out. Here, somebody just typed my nephew Johnny's email into the Butch Loves America there. Hey, good. Ask me anything. I love Ask Me Anything. This is fun. I got to turn this foolishness off. There we go. I'm happy to see you still, though, Callie. But there's only so much. You know what I mean? All right. Send it to your nephew. Perfect. Oh, I got new video from my nephew, too. My nephew was in a show this week produced by one of the people in our chat. And I got to see my nephew do 10 minutes of brand new material that he made up 30 minutes before the show started. They gave him 8 categories, and he did his best to write jokes about those 8 categories and then perform it in front of the audience. It was a good time, and I have video because they were nice enough to send it to me. So I'm going to show that to you a little bit later. But first, 60 seconds on the clock, it's time for Ask Me Anything. Ask Me Anything is very simple. You have 60 seconds to ask me anything you want to know. You got questions about life, about love, about cleaning, about cooking, about those two things together sound sexist. I just realized 100% of my viewership right now is female. That's the whole melting pot. So it doesn't have NASA space questions. You got questions about running your own business or being a strong boss lady. I can't be a boss lady, but I can answer questions. There's 30 seconds left. Anything you want to know about international travel or how to get upgraded to first class, want to talk about movies or television programs, have you seen anything you like? Can you recommend it? We'll talk about it. This is going to be great. There's only 15 seconds left. You know, it's times like this I wish I had downloaded a 30-second clock. I'm starting to feel a bit foolish. But we still got 5 seconds left, folks. I will answer all of your questions 100% honestly. Yes, here we go. Number 1, do you like sports? No, I do not. Now, I watch football if there's a bunch of people in the room and beer is available. I watch baseball if I'm hanging out with my granddad or something. I watch hockey live if it's hot outside and I need air conditioning. I'll go in there and it's nice. I watch golf if I'm stuck somewhere. I watch skiing. I do not. I've never watched. No, I don't like sports. I like wrestling. Wrestling's like sports, but it's more like Shakespeare than sports, really. It's Shakespeare with sports. Like, I don't like you. I don't like you. Flippity, land. Ow. It's good stuff. I enjoyed professional wrestling quite a bit. An unappreciated art form. Thanks for asking. What sports are you into, Tag You're It? Turn the tables. Second question. Have I seen Much Ado About Nothing? You know, I saw it. It's not as good as everybody says. But it's pretty good. It's like that Great Expectations. Like, yeah, you get your hopes up. But, no, actually, I haven't seen either version. There's 2 versions of Much Ado About Nothing. The movie version. There's the Denzel Washington and Keanu Reeves, what have you version. And then there's the late Joss Whedon, who's been canceled this week. Let's all say a prayer for Joss. Joss had a black and white version that he put together during something. Kenneth Branagh. Oh, man, that guy is wonderful. Wonderful. Directed the first Thor. Also had his own version of Hamlet. 18 hours long. A lot of people don't know that. He actually had to shave. What happened? Joss Whedon was, well, I don't know if he's canceled or not, but there's a whole bunch of people. Let's go to Conspiracy Corner for this. Because I don't know if this is true at all. We're just talking foolishness. Oh, Emma Thompson. Oh, my God. Emma Thompson is the sexiest woman I've ever seen in my life. That woman is so funny and so charming and so delicious. And she's an equal. She actually came up in comedy at the same time as Rowan Atkinson, and I consider her as equal in every way. She is just so fantastic. But when when she gets something to sink her teeth into, she's really excited to see. I really enjoyed the Howard's End, things like that. But yeah, Emma Thompson is a lot. Well, yeah. It's everybody's dad's in love with Emma Thompson. We don't have many people to choose from. You know what I mean? There's not that many sexy ladies left out there around appropriate age. There's Emma Thompson. There's Prue from Great British Baking Show. Dame Judi Dench. That's all there is. That's the only three I'm aware of. Betty White died. Spoiler alert. All right, now here's what I heard. Joss Whedon is getting canceled right now because a whole bunch of people are coming out of the woodwork saying he was a jerk on set. Now, it all started back when the Justice League got made. You remember Justice League. That's where all the superheroes come together to fight evil. It was originally written and directed by a guy named Zack Snyder. But he had a personal tragedy. We're not going to go into it. And he had to check out. So Joss Whedon came in, rewrote it, and turned it into a really bad movie. And because he came in to help cover in this nightmare situation, nobody knew him. Nobody trusted him on set. And apparently he got short with some people. He did not win the love of everybody on that set. So then the guy who played Cyborg, whose name escapes me, he said, Joss Whedon's a jerk. And they wrote statements about that. And then people who were on Dollhouse were like, that show where he was making women turn into sex slaves with their brains, is a jerk. So they're complaining about that. And then back to Buffy, they were like, well, on the set, he was mean to the guy who played Angel or whatever it was. So everybody's just coming out of the woodwork. And, he just did a big interview where he tried to not so much apologize as explain everything that he did. And it didn't turn out well. So now the Twitterverse is afire. I like Joss Whedon. I like almost everything he's put out. Those first two Avengers movies were pretty good. Buffy turned out pretty good after season 3, right? I like that Dr. Horrible, right? You can't go wrong with Neil Patrick Harris. What's your favorite? Let's go back to the chat. Well, too late now. We're going to spin the wheel. Feeling lucky. Come on, wheel. Joke. Let's do it. Back to the performance stage. Oh, I'm back. All right. Hey, everybody. That's a long intro. I dozed off there for a second. I was dreaming thoughts about Joss Whedon. Let's see if I can remember a joke. All right. This one's a bit... Nah, not that one. I'll look one up. Nah. I'll do one from memory. Let's see what we got. Did you hear about the cement truck that... You hear about a cement truck that intersected with the... Intersected? Did you hear about a cement truck that was in an accident with the paddy wagon? They're on the lookout for hardened criminals. I gotta step up my joke game. All right. I'm going to check out those pics. But I can't do it now because of this whole thing. We got 60 seconds on the clock again because I forgot to take it off. There we go. So how was your week, everybody? I had a nice week. Let's check in on the week. This week, let's see, I went out and sold fireworks every day in the morning. We had snow in Columbia for the first time in a whole year, maybe 2 or 3. It was just beautiful, snowy, so everything shut down. All the stores closed. There was some rioting. It's fine. And got to play in the snow. Got to feel it under my feet one more time. That's pretty nice. That was my highlight. How about you? What were your roses and thorns this week, folks at home? Personal email. Might not recognize. Julia, it probably will help. Thank you. I received very few emails. We had a bit of snow too. I thought Connecticut was snowing all the time. Did you get to, did they have snow in Poland, right? Yep, I have confirmation. They have snow in Poland, so that probably wasn't a big deal of Cali. But, yeah, did you get to play in the snow a little bit? Did you have some fun? Office flooded? Oh, no! Well, I'm glad you got to be home for the past couple days. That sounds nice. Be able to relax. What happened? Did your office flood in some kind of snow-related incident? Was there like a big, I always picture like a big boulder falling down a hill, but it's snow. You see that in cartoons quite a bit, not much in real life, but I figured that if that knocks down your door, you're gonna end up with a flood when it melts. That's my theory. My dog loves the snow. She's been losing her mind. Oh, my dog, I got dogs too. The dogs, they just love to sit out there and just sit in the sunshine when it's snowing. Oh, what's the name of your dog? What's your dog's name? Now, we all know this over here is Vladimir, and this over here is Estragon. I used to have a Rosencrantz from Guildenstern, but they died. Yeah, there's the third one coming named, God, no, he hadn't shown up yet. Brooke! That's one of my favorite names in the world. I used to be crazy about it. Oh, keeps eating the snow. I haven't made that mistake yet, but give me a couple drinks. I'm sure I'll try it. Well, thank you very much. I call them Dee and Go-Go. That makes it easier to remember. They're good dogs. And, of course, the eagle is Steve. Why not? Steve. Steve's good. Steve the eagle. How about you? Do you think of the Tim Roth version? Ooh, good question. Now, hold on now. Tim Roth. Now, I'm afraid I do not know which. Oh, Vladimir, I'm with you now. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead by that guy who wrote the play. Yeah, that was Tim Roth and Gary Oldman. You know how much I love Gary Oldman. Don't even get me started on the flexibility and amazing talent of Gary Oldman. The two of those guys together, fantastic. Then you got your that little guy from Jaws. I forget his name off the top of my head, but he was in charge of all the theater people. He was very, very, very funny. I liked him. Richard Dreyfuss, that's the fellow's name right there. Richard Dreyfuss. Gary Oldman's fantastic. It was nice to see Gary Oldman playing something light. Usually he plays everything with so many layers going on at once. And with this, it seemed like in the situation they're in, all the layers have burnt away. So he's just sort of floating in the ether in the character. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's spin the wheel. Richard Dreyfuss, that was the name. He's a funny guy. Wisdom. Looks like we're going back to wisdom. Good deal. You know, I've been in kind of an Alan Watts kick, so I'm going to go on back to Alan Watts. See if I can't learn something else from him. Time for wisdom. You know, the great Alan Watts once said, this is good. This is a long one, so settle in. It's like you took a bottle of ink and you threw it at a wall. Smash! And all that ink spread. And in the middle, it's dense, isn't it? And it gets out on the edge. Little droplets get finer and finer and make more complicated patterns, see? So in the same way, there was a big bang at the beginning of things. And it spread. And you and I, here in this room, as complicated human beings, are way, way, way out on the fringe of the bang. We are the complicated little patterns on the end of it. Very interesting. But so we define ourselves as being only that. If you curlique, if you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlique, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang, but now you're a complicated human being. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the big bang. But you are. Depends on how you define yourself. You are, actually. If this is the way things started, if there was a big bang in the beginning, you're not something that's a result of the big bang. You're not some sort of puppet on the end of this process. You are still the process. You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe coming on as whoever you are. When I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Ms. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too, but we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it. That's Alan Watts, and he's absolutely right. There is no you and me and us. It's just, we're all fingers on the same hand. We're all just checking each other out. I love that Alan Watts. Oh, all right, let's see if I can help explain Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead to Kali. All right, in Hamlet, I don't know if you're familiar with Hamlet. In Hamlet, there's a guy named Hamlet, and he has a nephew also named Hamlet. Now, let's see. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you for the applause. The old Hamlet's Claudius. He has a nephew, Hamlet, and his nephew, Hamlet, is supposed to be king because his dad died, right? But he doesn't want him to be king because Claudius married the former king's wife. Very uncool, in my opinion, and then took the throne for himself. And then he sent Hamlet off to school. So while Hamlet was at school, Claudius, the elder Hamlet, he decided to have him killed. So he wrote a note, I believe it's to France. I'm not positive to where it is. Let's say France, because they could take a beating. Let's see. So he wrote a note to France and said, kill, it doesn't say kill my nephew though, it says kill the person who bears this thing. And he gives it to Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to drop off in France, let's say. So they go and they give it to the guy in France and then they get killed. Now Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is about those two guys sort of reliving or living in between the scenes of Hamlet, because they're only in 2 or 3 scenes of Hamlet. So all the rest of the time, they exist in sort of a void. It's not a void where there's no ground or no sky. It's a void where there's no activity. They're just off on a great mountain or a great plain, just walking around, killing time, flipping coins, and trying to figure out the point of their existence until the very end when they're killed and they don't know why. I think it's by Tom Stoppard, if I recall. It's a good play. Saw that one live. And of course the movie, Gary Oldman. Just IMDb Gary Oldman and watch it. Even the ones with the monkeys are good. Love Gary Oldman. Let's spin the wheel. Poem! All right. Let's head on back to the poetry corner. I love reading poems. I'm going to do Ozymandias by Percy Bysshe Shelley. Ozymandias is about the destruction of all things. Nothing lasts forever, folks. That's one of the most important things you need to know. Nothing in heaven or on earth lasts forever. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, 2 vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them, and the heart that fed. And on the pedestal these words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon me, ye mighty, and despair. Nothing beside remains. Round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare, the lone and level sands stretch far away. Yeah, it's good. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. We're having fun. You know, folks, go ahead on back. There we go. I'm thinking this is fun. Oh, check it out. I got the he-him going on now. I'm hoping more people come in and understand where I'm coming from if I identify as a he-him. I am a he-him. I don't really see the problem. Some people are curious. There you go, he-him. Now's the exciting part, folks. I would like to share with you the brand new video of my nephew Johnny Melwater performing at the Comedy Zone in Columbia, Carolina. The brand new material prepared for his very special night. Hold on. That's the wrong one. No, not there. What? How you doing? I thought we'd hang out here for a second. Nice, right? Let's go to the movies.
Coming live from the United States of America. Y'all make some noise for Johnny Melwater. Jordan with his vegan leather jacket. Isn't that stylish and cool? Aren't all cows vegetarians? I don't buy that vegan shit because they drink milk. I just thought that backstage. That's the magic of shows like tonight's. Keep it moving. You're right. I got all kinds of funny things I thought of. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate all of you. May I have the first category, please? Going to work hungover. First of all, I am a professional. I do not go to work drunk, and I do not go to work hungover. I don't even pretend that I'm hungover unless I'm trying to cover up the fact that I'm high. Got our own standards. Next, please. Seriously, my boss will be like, "What's that smell? Is it vomit?" I drank this gum. I was ready to leave that out. Here we go. My celebrity crush. It's weird because I'm old and don't function right anymore, right? So like Katie Sackhoff. Does anyone know who Katie Sackhoff is? From Battlestar Galactica? Yes! One other guy exactly my age who got the same crush for the same reason. Yes! She's amazing in Battlestar Galactica and nothing else. And I was watching the Great British Bake Off for about 18 hours yesterday. And there comes a time where the hungriness and the horniness starts to work together, and I found myself crushing really hard for one of the people on the show. I don't know if you've seen the show. This lady, she wears different glasses every time. She's one of the judges. Her name's Prue. She's amazing. She looks like Dame Judi Dench's Nana. It's a sexy look. Jane Judi Dench. And Karen Gillan. That's the fine. Doctor Who Karen Gillan. Not Avengers Karen Gillan. And it's not because she's bald. It's because she's blue. My father couldn't handle it. The long red hair, the Scottish accent. That's a good look. She asked. I didn't mean to bring it up. Celebrity crushes. Let's move on. I'm making them uncomfortable. Would I rather hug James Earl Jones or Samuel L. Jackson? Now, there's an interesting question. Obviously, the big difference between the two men is if you hug James Earl Jones, and I've hugged James Earl Jones, but I did it from a distance. It's a Star Wars joke. If you hug James Earl Jones, he'll something like say, "You failed to respect my boundaries for the last time." While Samuel L. Jackson will beat your ass. And that's the two. Plus, you don't want to hug Samuel L. Jackson because he holds onto your butt. You remember that from that movie 20 years ago with the dinosaurs? No, you don't? Rent it. Really? Movies aren't rented anymore. Shit, I had been in the loop. Okay. You're not laughing loud, but you're laughing together. I'm the warm-up guy. That's my job, to get you going. So James Earl Jones. Samuel L. Jackson. I had it with these motherfucking arms around my motherfucking waist. I can't do the joke. I can't do the voice. I can do the James Earl Jones voice, because Darth Vader's technically white. But I can't do the Samuel L. Jackson voice. I looked it up. Next, please. The Wolf Moon. I didn't want to Google it. It seemed like cheating. Anybody know what this is?
Full moon.
Full moon. That would be a more common way of referring to it, right? The Wolf Moon, or as Evan Pitfields calls it, my time of the month. Because he looks like a werewolf. It's the hairy guy sitting next to my wife over there. That was a joke for the comedians, because we outnumber you. I understand the Wolf Moon correctly. Basically, there's 3 stars in the northern hemisphere just south of Orion. And the first star, this is just a legend, I don't know if it's true, but the first star built a house out of sticks, right? And he was trying to keep the Wolf Moon away, and there was some huffing and some puffing. Let's move on. Next, please. I would like to reiterate, I did not make these up. Creative constipation. If you're anything like me, sometimes you just can't create shit. You know, just nothing's coming. Thanks, buddy. There's other good jokes on here? No. What are you going to feel if you're creative and constipated? What are you going to write? Push by Sapphire? Remember that movie? It was based on the novel Push, written by Sapphire. I don't remember the actual title. It doesn't matter. Push was the part I was going for. Because of the constipation. How's the chili? Right on. Screenplay of No Way Out. Something something else creative you could do when you're constipated, write a screenplay for No Way Out. That's all I could cut, because the poop won't, because you're trying to remove from your creative constipation. Look, I like to brag, but I do a little sculpting. But the secret is you swallow the block of cheese, and then use your intestine to get rid of everything that's not the statue. You're wrong. I'm proud of that. Other people. There's tons of other people. In just a minute, they're going to come up. You're going to love them. Okay. Can I have another one, please? Creative constipation. Worst supplies brought home for a snow day. I got a short list. Let's see. You ever seen one of those Snoopy snow cone machines? Useless as a nipple on a knee pad. That's no good. A pitchfork. What are you going to do with that? You try to move the snow, you can't. It's a pitchfork. It didn't say funny things. It said worse things. You guys are getting warmed up. I can tell you're going to like the other people. Okay. Let's see. You don't want an igloo cooler or a cooler igloo. It's stupid to bring home a jet ski. If you buy tambourines, you're only punishing yourself. Big old box of grenades. Who's that helping? Big old box of grenades. Head on down to the grenade store. And just a little crack. You do not want just a little crack when you're locked inside of an area. You either want a lot of crack or no crack. Nothing in the middle. Based on that episode of Always Sunny I saw. Deep street knowledge. Keep it moving. You got it. Bad haircuts. Bad haircuts. I've had some bad haircuts in my life. I have a bad haircut right now. What's weird, I had a bad haircut once. I lost a bet, and one thing led to another, and some wrestlers shaved me. And I had a bald head for a while. And I don't know if anybody's bald around here, but maybe you've noticed that when you have short hair the first few days, you start getting a little bit of a taste of what racism is like. Do you know what I'm talking about? Just cops look at you differently when you're a white person with really short hair. Like, what the fuck's that guy do? Right? You're in the store, people are watching you. So that's what I think. I think a bad haircut is like temporary racism that's been inflicted on you by somebody else. That's what I think. What's that Bob Ross looking mamma jamma doing in my store? I'm going to watch him. You know, folks, we've had a lot of fun tonight. But I'm going to have to head off soon. Oh, that's the spirit. You're getting it. This guy getting it. There might have been a woman I can't see. That individual might be a non-binary individual. None of my business. Whoever went, oh, thank you. It was a woman. Good. Maybe. Either way, it was a woman with a lovely, deep baritone voice, which is my favorite thing. Okay, so let's wrap it up, make room for the other people. You're probably right. You want some more chili or anything? You guys are killing it. You're killing it with the smiles and the niceness. I love you guys. Thanks for laughing. Hang in there. They're coming. Okay. May I please have my New Year's resolutions? I'm going to list top 10 New Year's resolutions, and then I'm done. I can read the room. Number 10. I'm finally going to stop making bowel movements. It's wasteful. It's a habit I've had since I was a kid, like sometimes twice a day. You can't do anything with it. It's wasteful. It takes up time. I'm done with it. Number 9. Stop beating other people's children. Whether or not they deserve it is not the issue. There's boundaries in our society. I should report them to an authority and let them beat the children. I don't beat children. Number 8, stop voting ironically. I should start casting my vote for the person I believe in the most. And stop writing in that lady from the Great Baking Show. Don't know her name. And I don't even think she's eligible. She got the age limit, but she's not American. Thought that'd be funny. It didn't work out. Number 7, I'm going to start a brand new business. I'm going to start a website. It's called OnlyFriends. It's like OnlyFans, except the women are fully dressed and they just complain about their boyfriends. For a small fee. Boyfriend doesn't quite work. What do you think? Significant other? Partner? Thanks for getting involved. Okay. Number 6, I'm going to hug Samuel L. Jackson. I hadn't thought of it. But now, I gotta see the look on his face. It's gonna be awesome. Number 5, this year, no condoms. I refuse to wear a condom for the next 365 days. I haven't had sex in 3 years. It's wasteful. It's uncomfortable. I'm done. Thank you. You ever see one of those big Reese's peanut butter cups they have at Cracker Barrel? None of those. Not even one. Number 3, I'm going to stop pretending I'm hungover at work. Number 2, I'm not going into anyone's home unless I'm invited. Vampire rules. And number 1, no more crack. I want to thank you guys very much for coming out to see the show. If anybody wants to say hey afterwards, I'll be in the back. I'm selling NFTs and cryptocurrency, cash only. But come on, see me. We'll get you fixed up. And thank you so much for being here tonight. I hope you had a few laughs. If you have any more water, enjoy the rest of the show.
Y'all keep it going for a recovering crack addict, Johnny Millwater.
Okay, I can talk again. Hey, everybody, we're back. Thank you so much for watching that. That's fresh. That's brand new. That just, we did that, what, yesterday? Yesterday. We shot that yesterday and brought out fresh to you. So, hopefully you enjoyed some of it. The old Johnny, he doesn't do a whole lot of stand-up nowadays, so when he does go, he wants to share it with his people. There are a couple of fun moments in there. Thanks for bearing with me. How you holding up, consequently? You're still with us? Kylie, you still in here with us? Or are you just mostly texting her privately? That's what I've been doing. But I hope you're watching. You have any requests? Any poems or songs you want to hear? Any Polish words you'd like me to attempt? I'm available. You still hanging in there, Tag? I understand. Let's spin the wheel. Whew. I am streaming at 6,000 kilobytes right now. That is a brand new state record. I'm excited. Things are going well. All right. Whoop, song. All good. Let's head out to the performance space. You know what? Let's go to the campfire. That's the main space where you do most of your singing, right? I love to sit by a campfire and sing songs. I'm going to sing a song that I used to sing with a campfire. I hiked the Appalachian Trail with Tag. If you can believe that. It's a couple 100 miles there. And this is one of the few songs I knew by heart at the time. I'm going to make sure I got the words just in case. Written by the great Eric Idle of Monty Python fame. Some things in life are bad. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. Oh, always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Life is quite absurd, and that's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. And always look on the bright side of death. Joy before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a counterfeit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. But you'll see it's all a show. Keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. It's the same thing Alan Watts was saying. That's nice. I love it when it comes together with a theme, you know. Hey, Pixel Dragon Hot Senpai, you made it. I missed you, pal. We were just singing an old American classic written by an English guy in England. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious me, it's Flora Bounty. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I haven't seen you in forever. Let's see. Y'all, sorry, I haven't been active lately, but I got big news. Sunday, I finally broke into the country music industry as a songwriter. How exciting! And the acoustic version of my single drops next week. Full lyrics in 2 weeks, so be sure to follow Claire's Country Lyrics and Hana Ray, I get it. Hannah Ray Lynn Music on Insta. Make sure you follow Hannah Ray Lynn. She seems like a real nice lady who stopped by for a moment. Hey, good to see you, Pixel. You got anything to plug? Now's the time, seems like. Hey, if you're in Columbia, Carolina, Hannah Ray Lynn. There it is. There it is. I got it. Nice to see you. Congratulations. What song? Let's see what's that song that broke through. Acoustic version of your first single. Well, what's the song called? If you don't mind me asking, might be secret, might be one of those Marvel situations where the big wigs won't let you tell us the name of the song. Oh, that's nice. But I'm curious. Congratulations. That's wonderful news. Did you get settled up there in Nashville? I know you were thinking of moving. Or no, you already live there. I got confused. It's been a couple of weeks. It's not popping up. Good deal. Whisketeers and Mascara Smears. God, very good title. Excellent work. I want to hear that song. Nice. Sorry, my imagination is running away with me. That is an interesting title. I dabble in country music. I did then move back, and now you're trying to move back. There you go. Oh, I see. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I don't know how to turn on the Streamlabs. Sometimes it does what it's supposed to do. Sometimes it doesn't. You're right, though. It's supposed to be doing all kinds of extra bonus added things, but it's not. I say we do our best and bear through. I'm talking to a country music artist. This is exciting. You did move back to Florida, and then you trying to move back to Nashville. Now it's all coming back to me. So let me see again. I'm going to read that whole plug. That's a long plug you copied and pasted. Big good news. Broke into as a songwriter, the acoustic version. Now you say it drops. Now tell me about the drops. Is it going to drop onto iTunes? Is it going to drop onto Spotify? Do we need to buy a CD or an album or an 8-track, a cassette tape, one of those phonographs? Oh, hey! Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I thought you were Hannah Ray Lynn. Forgive me, darling. I don't know everything that's going on. Don't know yet. Oh, that's so exciting. No. Wonderful. So you wrote the song for her. That's a great title. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. I hope you'll come back when it's time. And maybe, while we can't listen to it on the program, copyright laws. That's to protect people like you. But I'll hum it. Or I'll read the lyrics or something. We'll figure out a way to share it because that sounds lovely. But right now, let's spin the wheel. Everybody check out Hannah Ray Lynn and spin the wheel. Here we go. Welcome back. Thanks for checking in. Here we go. Anything can happen when you spin the wheel. Song. All right. I'm going to sing an old country song because we got a real country singer here. This is wonderful. This is by Billy Ray. Not Billy Ray, forgive me. This is by Billy Joe Shaver. It's my favorite song of his. It's a song about whiskey, as a matter of fact. Well, starts off that way. 3 fingers whiskey pleasures the drinkers. Moving does more than the drinking for me. Willie tells me the rulers and the thinkers. Sorry, I just saw that Pixel Dragon said I need the mic. I'm having technical difficulties. The microphone will not pop up this week. I'm sorry. 3 fingers whiskey pleasures the drinkers. Moving does more than the drinking for me. Willie tells me that movers and thinkers say moving's the closest thing to being free. Willie is wild as the Texas Blue Northern, bred and rolled from the same makings as me. I reckon we'll ramble till hell freezes over, Willie the wandering gypsy and me. He's rosin his rigging, he's laid back his wages, he's dead set on riding in the big rodeo. My woman's tight with an overdue baby. Willie keeps yelling, hey, gypsy, let's go. Willie is wild as the Texas Blue Northern, bred and rolled from the same makings as me. I reckon we'll ramble till hell freezes over, Willie the wandering gypsy and me. Now, ladies, we surely will take of your favors, and we surely warn you, we never will be. A single soul living can put brand or handle on Willie the wandering gypsy or me. Willie is wild as the Texas Blue Northern, bred and rolled from the same makings as me. I reckon we'll ramble till hell freezes over, Willie the wandering gypsy and me. That's a great one. That's by Billy Joe Shaver, a wonderful gentleman out of Texas. Where's my claps? Oh, man. I guess no applause for me this time. The whole thing's falling apart. Hope you're still hanging in there. Let's get on back to the chat. Now, folks, we got about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left in the stream tonight. If you have any requests, oh, bless you. Thank you for hanging in there. That was a test. See if you'd stick it out. Ain't that a great song? I just love Billy Joe Shaver. I just found out about him about a year ago. Then he died about 6 months ago. But just beautiful, beautiful work. I look forward to hearing about your song, too. I wish I knew more. I know a few songwriters, but most of them are in sort of the pop area. I don't know enough country folk. First time you heard it, that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to bring some new songs. I think, let's see, he put it out. Billy Joe and also Merle Haggard, I believe, had a hit with it back in the 60s. But, yeah, I found out about it from a comedian named Norm Macdonald. Norm Macdonald is a huge Billy Joe Shaver fan, and I'm a huge Norm Macdonald fan. And he mentioned his Billy Joe Shaver at the beginning of his book. He dedicates it to him. And he had that 3 fingers whiskey pleasures the drinkers, but moving does more than the drinking for me, as the quote at the beginning. Oh, I love Dolly Parton. Don't even get me started on Dolly Parton and Willie. First show I ever saw was Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers together. Not too shabby for a 6-year-old boy. But what was I talking about? It doesn't matter. Anyway, it was a quote that moved me a lot, so I went and listened to the song. And of course, I loved the song so much, I learned it. And since then, I think I've bought everything Billy Joe Shaver ever put out. I love about 2/3 of it. It's good stuff. Y'all check him out. Really good writer. Now, Willie, of course, brilliant songwriter. And Dolly, man, I never really appreciated how good she was till the past couple of years. I just got a couple greatest hits albums, you know, nothing too respectable on my end, but just things like The Bargain Store. I could listen to that Bargain Store 500 times in a row. That's good stuff. Oh, no, thank you, Nonsequently. Thanks for sticking it out. I will see you on Sunday. I can't wait. Hey, are there any, thanks for hanging out with Kali. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you on Sunday for sure. And if there's any more poems you'd like to hear, you got the email address. I'd love to read stuff I never read before. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being part of the melting pot. See you soon. Dolly is fantastic. Now, let me ask you, are there any Dolly Parton songs that you like? Everybody's heard "I Will Always Love You" and "9 to 5's a Delight." But are there any Dolly Parton songs that just kind of make you cry? She had a song about divorce that made me cry. I don't remember what it was. But if there are any like B-sides, I like the lesser known songs. And someone like yourself's probably an aficionado of Dolly Parton's music. Oh, my pleasure, Kylie. Oh, you're leaving too? I understand. Thanks for coming, buddy. I appreciate you. I'm glad you made it home safe. Get some rest. Stay warm. Why'd you come in here looking like that? I know that one. That's a good one. That's a nice, fun, bouncy song. I never really thought of that one as a tearjerker, but I can see it. I'm always trying to find music that can move me to tears. I'm interested by the phenomenon. Can't cry in real life. I can cry when I watch movies, television shows, long cartoons with sad endings, music, cry all the time. But when someone I care about dies, nothing. Sahara. It's an interesting phenomenon, and I'm curious how it works. Phenomenon. Phenomenon. Let's spin the wheel. Phenomenon. Ask me anything. Oh, this is an exciting part because we barely know each other. I was hoping something chatty would come up. Here's how it works. We got 60 seconds. I got to stop watching everything. Look at this. 60 seconds. Timing. That's what comedy is all about. Music, too. 60 seconds on the clock. All this pressure. You just showed up to plug your album. And now you're the star of the stream. 60 seconds on the clock. Ask me anything you want to know, and I will answer honestly. Anything, any questions you have about life, about writing music. I'm not awesome, but I dabble. You got questions about movies, TV shows, comic book characters, maybe a book you read, feelings you're having, whatever you're going through, ask me anything. I can help. That's my whole deal. That's what I'm here for, to answer your questions. Any questions you have, now's your chance. Go ahead and ask. There's only 15 seconds left. I wish this was a 30-second timer because this is starting to feel forced, but I'm still having fun. All right, 5 seconds left. Any more questions? Okay, here we go. Let's see what the questions are. Thanks for the stream by Kylie. Why'd you come in here looking like that? Can't help it. I'm only as a good Lord made me. Yeah. Wait a minute, that's not a question. That's a quote from earlier. It's a Dolly Parton song. I guess she left, I understand. What prediction do you think the groundhog will make for 2022? I think 2022 might be the last winter. I think the groundhog's going to be scared shitless. He's going to see a shadow, and then he's going to see grass in February, and he's going to panic and go back into his shelter. Good question. Can't remember. Where did you leave Tampa for? I now live in Columbia, Carolina. It's just south of North Carolina and just north of South Carolina. It's just a little small community. And I left Tampa. I moved to Orlando. And then after Orlando, I traveled across the United States for a couple of years. And then I found Columbia, and that's it. That's been it for me. That's my kind of town. Got set up shop here. Been here ever since. Because I still go back. I was back in Tampa a couple of weeks ago for Christmas. I was visiting some family down there, and I was very happy to leave. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm scared. I'm scared when I drive down there. You people are scary drivers down there. You don't understand any of it. The turn signal, the fast lane, none of it. Y'all got your own agenda. It's like 50 different states sent 50 different rules of driving down to one place at the same time, and it's scary. Don't blame me, right? Columbia. Oh, well, Columbia is a combination of Columbia and Charlotte. It's a mythical place. It's just where my made-up character lives his made-up life. I forgot you're new. It's all a lie. I'm too embarrassed to talk into my own skin, so I put on makeup, pretend to be a different fella, so I don't feel weird. I don't know why. It's nice though. Feels good. Do you write under your own name, or do you have like a pseudonym, a nom de plume? Well, guess we'll never know. It's been lovely. Thank you so much for coming out to watch the show, folks. I sure do appreciate you. You know what? Bring it in. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you, Tag, for joining. I believe Tag joined Twitch just to watch this stream tonight. The studio and some dude Futho and almost twin I write under my own name. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are you hurt? He almost twined you. That's no good. Ooh. Almost is better than getting twined, though. Nobody wants to get twined. Oh, right under your own name. I respect that. Good for you. Well, thanks for being on the show, everybody. I appreciate you participating in the chat, listening to me talk and sing. I've had a really nice time. I hope if you had a good time, you'll tell your friends. I appreciate you. Remember, the only way to save this country is for all of us to love one another. So, till next time, God bless you. God bless America. I'm just an old chunk of coal, and I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna grow and glow till I'm so blue, perfect. I'm gonna put a smile on everybody's face. I'm gonna kneel and pray every day, lest I should become vain along the way. I'm just an old chunk of coal now, Lord, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. I'm gonna find the right words to talk. I'm gonna search and find a better way to walk. I'm gonna spit and polish my old rough-edged self till I get rid of every single flaw. I'm gonna be the world's best friend. I'm gonna go around shaking everybody's hand. I'm gonna be the cotton-picking rage of the age. I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you. Hope to see you next week. And check us out on Sunday at 11 o'clock for our live stream with the filter on. Appreciate you. You have a good night.